It's that
I think
time
you
of
should
year.
make that a t-shirt or a mug.
Unleash your limbs.
Unleash your limbs, baby. All right, so this is a #1 bestseller for the brand, and this has built the brand's success globally, right? This marine cream, always a fan favorite here at the Q. It's the Pro-Collagen Marine Cream. You're getting 1.6 ounces with this really thoughtful little carrying bag that is so pretty. Now you can put this on auto delivery. Your shipments arrive approximately every 90 days for 1 year. This is a $152 value for $84.98. End of the day, the price goes up $18. So at 12:01 tomorrow, you're going to be paying $103.
Yep.
Be a smart shopper. Take that value. Also free shipping available to you as well.
Yep.
So what I love about what we're seeing here is it's a bestseller, right? #1 bestseller worldwide, over 110 countries. One jar sold every 13 seconds. Over 1.8 million sold here at the Q. You're getting not only the choice of your original, right, the icon, the trusted, beloved
that's right
OG,
here.
but then you also have the SPF version, which
That's
took
right here.
15 years to create, and we're going to talk about why in a
indeed.
moment. If you close your eyes, would never know the difference in texture or just the way it looks on the skin.
Performance, aromatic.
So
equal.
important when it
Yep,
comes to
those two.
SPF. And then, of course, the ultra rich, so added hydration. You could choose whichever one speaks to you, and Emer will walk us through this. But I want to give you item number first. Guys, I think I need something to speak today. Is there a cream where I can speak? A704302 is your item number. So this is something else that when I started with the brand that I gave a try, and it's one of those game-changing products that you go, well, how did I live without this?
Yeah,
You know,
I know if there's one product only that I start everybody with for the first time, introducing them to ELEMIS, it's Pro-Collagen Marine Cream, because I think it sums us up beautifully as a brand. It's all about exquisite textures, sublime aromatic, but phenomenal results that you can see and feel for your skin within one application. And here we've got the 3 different variations of Pro-Collagen Marine Cream, but we have to come back to the original because that's where the story began 23 years ago when we launched Pro-Collagen Marine Cream, and since the day it launched, it has been our #1 worldwide bestseller. And ELEMIS is available, like you said, in 110 countries. We've got something like 1,800 spas all over the world. We've got in the hundreds of cruise ships that you'll also find ELEMIS on, and no matter where you find ELEMIS, this is the #1 best-selling product.
so now how do we know who should pick which type out of the 3?
Great question, and it's easy. And there's no compromise, which is the great news. No compromise that has to be made, no matter which one of the formulas you do choose. So the original, the icon, where it all started, if you're not sure where to go, start here. If you know you want that built-in SPF, those steps just done in the one. This is my favorite. I use SPF 30 every single day. Go with that one. It's a UVA and UVB, which means broad spectrum SPF for your skin. If you're on the drier side, so if your skin is really thirsty, it might be seasonally, it could be just through the aging process. Even things like taking a medication can alter your moisture levels. Ultra Rich is the one for you. Now you can see there across the board, it's a clinical proven result. It's measured increase in the hydration. Just bear note with the Ultra Rich that the result there is a 219%. That result came after 12 hours after the application. So it just shows you the elevation and the level of hydration that we can really achieve with all formulations, but particularly with the Ultra Rich. That's why it's for the thirstiest of skins. So here are the results in just 14 mornings. And this is why Pro-Collagen Marine Cream is the jar that sells every 13 seconds around the world, because as soon as you apply it to your skin, you see and feel the difference, and you never want to be without that. Transformational skincare with the most beautiful texture. So look at the before and after, bounce your eye between these two images and try find an area that hasn't been improved. So from the under eye lines and wrinkles to the texture all the way across the cheek to the lines down the side of the mouth area, you can see such a vast improvement in the comfort, the hydration, the texture of the skin, and the line and wrinkle reduction.
This is a big one.
It is, and do you know why I love this so much? Is that this was not applied, Pro-Collagen Marine Cream wasn't applied directly to her eye. The lift in that eyelid area and surrounding eye was from the application around the eye. So the forehead, around the temple, the under eye cheek area. And it's that firming effect of the moisturizer that has taken the eye to this beautiful, open and firmer structure. I know, if you like, you can.
I'm looking at her like,
you can
wait,
take
what?
your mouth and your chin. She's like,
Again, I never like to look at the before and afters before. I like to be surprised.
Yeah.
So wait, you're telling me she did not put that on the eye area. It was around, and she got that lift.
To her eyelid. It's from the firmness that she got from the entirety of the face. And that's why this formula is so special. And it all comes back to the ingredients. So in here, no matter which one of the formulas you choose, it's the same skill set of ingredients. So we have 3 seaweeds in here. 3 seaweeds that when they come together, your skin cannot help but to respond in the most profound way. And the story of Pro-Collagen begins right here with this jar. And one of those seaweeds we hero out as that pinnacle of results-driven ingredients and innovation. And it is our seaweed called padina pavonica. Now here you see the warm, shallow waters of the Mediterranean, where many decades ago, a world-renowned cosmetic scientist who was on vacation in the Mediterranean just happened to be scuba diving. He stumbled upon a wooden shipwreck and saw this seaweed, this brown fan ship algae, growing all over it. He peeled it back and saw that the wood behind was being preserved like time had stood still. ELEMIS spent 10 years, 52 formulations, multiple clinical trials, and we unlocked the unique potential. And here's the results of the SPF. We back everything up with science at ELEMIS. So we take nature's finest ingredients and we propel it forward with science. 253% increase in your skin's hydration. That's after just 1 hour. Every single person on the clinical trial showed a measured reduction in the appearance of their lines and wrinkles in a 14-day period. And every single person strongly agreed that this is the most effective anti-aging cream they have ever used. Across the board, in agreement across every single person.
Guys, Emer had to hold my hand during
I did. She's in shock here.
I'm in shock. You know, I'm a huge...
Somebody get the results. Put them under her nose.
Hurry, hurry. Well, because I'm like a skincare junkie. I live for this. So when I hear just the technology, just to even think that this person went and found this algae, like it would have never been found if he didn't go down there and realize that correlation between the wood being preserved and, wow, this could do it for
and the preservation of skin.
That's huge. And you know, we're already doing these steps anyway. I mean, I want to say 9 out of 10 people are putting on moisturizer every day, but you're not putting on the right moisturizer on if you're not putting on ELEMIS. So why not use something that's giving you incredible results?
Yep.
I love when we see 100% of people out of a clinical trial get results.
Absolutely.
Because that speaks volumes. Because you use an array of people, different textures and skin tones and types. It doesn't matter who you are, what age, you're going to see the benefits. I mean, we saw those before and afters. They speak volumes. Now, going back to our choices, as we're going to see those before and afters, we have the original.
Yep.
The SPF is flying out of here.
I'm not surprised. Yeah, and that's where I always reach to. It is my preferred because I love the step of SPF built into my moisturizer. So it's one less thing to think about. And then sometimes Irish skin here, I layer more on top of that. We've got another SPF product coming up in the show that I'll show you what I use. So our SPF 30 is the exact same texture, the exact same feel to the skin, and there is no white cast to that SPF either. It will be the single best SPF experience you will ever have. It is such a flawless one. And look at the results. So no matter which formula you're choosing, original, SPF or ultra rich, you're getting clinically backed, clinical proven results, line and wrinkle reduction. This is the power of Pro-Collagen. It is your pro-aging daily moisturizer for your skin. Of course it's going to moisturize. We expect so much more from our marine cream. It's going to reduce those lines and wrinkles and firm up your skin.
Amazing. And that was a $140 value.